There we go. We're good, man.
What's happening? Whoa.
We're here, man. I want to welcome you to the show. We have one of the nicest MCs in the game joining me here on the show here tonight. Gunplay, Don Logan. All Bullshit Aside is available on all music platforms. Welcome to the show, Gunplay. How's it going, man?
What's up, brother? How you doing, man? I'm blessed beyond belief. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm happy to see that you're in great spirits right now. How you feeling about the new album? I recently saw that you just had the album release party.
Yeah. At Playhouse, man. All the streets showed up, man, and showed out, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been on a hiatus for a little bit due to personal reasons, due to, business reasons and shit, contracts and all kind of bullshit. I don't want to bore nobody with, but I'm not an excuse giving ass nigga. I just took a little time out to handle my scandal, and to see everybody still showing support. After all this time, that was like, it meant the world to me. So it was super dope, man. My artists performed, and, from ANML SHLTR, my new label, you know what I mean? So it was pretty dope.
Yeah. And then that's all the bullshit is aside now. Now you're ready to get back and get active here and start getting some hits out there.
They got to pay. They got to pay for what they did to the Cold Crush cartel.
I love some of the songs on there. The Bucket List is strong. That's a real hip hop track right there. An oath with Jim Jones linking up with Dipset's own.
Yeah. That's the OG right there. So you know what I mean. That whole Dipset, man. I've been a fan of Dipset since I was, yay high, man, and to do one with him, you know what I'm saying, and to see how he record. Like, I was there 20 minutes. I lit a joint. I put the joint out halfway. I left the studio. He was sitting right there, leaning on the mixing board. I came back in the studio. He was still leaning on the mixing board, but the verse was done, and only maybe 22 minutes went by. I was confused. I was like, wait a minute. Aren't we like, maybe you might be like a year older than me or something like this. Why is your brain moving faster than mine right now? What the fuck? But nah, he's doing his dollar right now, man. Shout out to that homie Jim Jones, Capo, man. Shout out to that whole Dipset. And I'm finna reach out to Cam next. I got to get one with the homie, you know what I'm saying? And Jules and the whole camp. Just cause, man. Just cause, dog.
You got to make your rounds with the whole Dipset crew. And Dipset and the whole New York movement. You were actually living in New York at a young age because you were born in El Paso, Texas, but you had your time in New York because your parents were in the army and they were in New York.
Yeah. My father was from the Bronx. My mother was from Queens. And I was born in El Paso at Beaumont Military Medical Center. They divorced at 3 years old. Both of them moved back to New York. So I got from about 3 to 10 years old, right? That's right when the crack epidemic hit. That's when hip hop hit. So that's where I'm coming from. So, it's in my DNA, hip hop, rap, music. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like to work with folks I grew up listening to from up top. You know what I'm saying? It means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to them. But yeah, up top, man, like New York, like they, I'm a hip hop head. I don't know what you want me to say, man. I'm just a hip hop head, man. I love them all, man.
You're definitely a hip hop head, and I've heard you say that the artists that make up Gunplay are Jay-Z, Nas, Old Dirty Bastard, DMX, and Prodigy.
You did your fucking homework, homeboy. You get an A+, Plessington, boy. Hell yeah, Jay-Z for just what he stands on, just his principles, just his the way he articulates his shit. You know what I'm saying? On an intellectual vibe. Nas is the way he didn't let up with his bars. It was just. You know what I'm saying? They call me, you know what I'm saying? Called him buffing off the roof, fucking black Trey Deuce. He shut his eyes so deep, shut his eyes like he was asleep. One eye peeped to watch me see, it sat back like a Mac, my army suit was black. It's just like, God damn, it was just back to back. So I got that from him. I got Old Dirty Bastard, you know what I'm saying? Because, I was in the life early. So getting high and stuff like that was what we did. And he brought that wild side out of me. And DMX brought that, he brought that pain, that struggle that I was feeling with addiction at the time. And you know what I'm saying? Not knowing if I even wanted to quit. You know what I'm saying? But just listening to what he was going through, and you know, he touched everybody in a different way. You know what I mean? And then Prodigy, just for his raw, just his obtuse angle of way of delivery from his music and the way he thought when he, you know what I'm saying? It just was just crazy. And who else? It was DMX, Nas, Prodigy, Jay-Z, and who else? What was
Nas.
it?
We did Nas already.
We did Nas, Prodigy, Jay-Z, DMX, and all that. Yeah. That makes me up. That makes me up pretty much.
Yeah. You've cited slipping as an important track because he's admitting that he's slipping, he's falling, and he can't get up. And you've admitted in previous interviews in which that you overdosed the day that DMX died, and that's what basically was the last straw for you, and you had to get your life all back together. Now, what was it that you felt comfortable in admitting that, because you serve as an inspiration by doing that for many people who are out there struggling for addiction, even artists out there?
Because I live to tell a story. So what the people that died, the people that passed on the way, like, it's real. It's real. You can die. And I got to the point where I almost died, or I was trying to maybe kill myself. I don't know at this point, you know what I'm saying? Like, really what, you know, the older I get, the more I'll realize. But like, it changed the nigga, man. Like, you realize what's really important. It's like getting a high, getting a buzz, or it's not it. And then you make your your decisions based on how you feel and what drug you on. And at the end of the day, my nigga, like, I feel the young generation. I fuck with you. I love the young generation. I'm not one of them old hating ass. I love to see them niggas getting money. I love to see them niggas fucking hoes. I love to see them niggas getting killed. I love to see them niggas not getting killed. I love to see them niggas buying land, growing up. I love to see that shit, because you have to have them growing pains. You got to die. People have to get whacked. People have to fall out dead in front of your face before you can really understand what's going on. And hip hop has got to the point where it is the biggest genre in the world. It surpassed pop music. It surpassed every genre of music, country music, all that. So, you know, we're now, we got to that level, but we're still young. And now you got young artists that own their masters now. The secret that they kept from us from all of this time. You see what I'm saying? Of owning your masters. Now we're hip. Now we own our masters, and now we put out the music and we get our just due. But the just due that we're getting, we're doing hood mentality shit with it. We ordering hits. We buying bricks. We doing shit that's gonna returning that clean money and the dirty money back into clean. And you know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't gonna say I'm immune to that. You know what I'm saying? But I seen what it does, and I seen at the end of the day, you can mix it up. You can straddle that fence as long as you want, but it's gonna come a day where God gonna be like, "What side you finna go? You gonna take both feet out the street, or I'm gonna take both feet off the fucking planet, nigga, or off the street and put you in jail." It's either or. So if you looking at the plate that God gave you, and it's porcelain, and it got fresh greens and fresh catch fish on there, and rice and everything, but you want to go chase the paper plate with the fried chicken on it. It's up to you. You know what I'm saying? But you know, everybody wants the fast food, the fast life, the fast money. It is what it is. But with music, you got to put your heart in this shit. The shit might not pay you off rip, but if you're doing it with passion, and if you're obsessed with what you do, you'll be the best at what you do, regardless of what.
Absolutely. And you're one of the best to do it in what you do in hip hop. And to just back up a few steps, DMX, did you get the opportunity or a chance to meet him throughout your time in the industry? You have a conversation?
Yes. Approximately 2 weeks before he passed.
Wow.
Yep. That was the first time I met him, and I didn't even take a picture. Because that moment I couldn't even capture that with a picture. I just left it at that. That was the first time I was actually not starstruck, but where I was humbled because, you know, I seen, you know, what he went through, and I went through the same thing. And around that time, I was just getting off of, like, weaning myself off. Put it that way. I was weaning myself off. So when I met him, that was a great inspiration to me. Like, okay, yeah, he went through it, so I could really do it too. But then, my personal situations and shit like that forced me to relapse. And the night that he died, I woke up and found out that he was dead. And that just, that just shook me up to the core. You know what I mean?
One of the greatest to ever do it.
One of the greatest. Well, yeah, absolutely, man. You know what I mean? He's up there with Tupac. To me,
absolutely.
Him and Tupac is like this. They're like right here. There's not no this. There's not no this. They there. To me, dead ass.
Yeah. And it's amazing that you got to meet him. Did you share any words? Was there an important conversation that you had in that meeting?
Nah, my homie introduced us and was like, yo, this Gunplay. He was like, oh, yeah, I know Gunplay. Yeah, I fuck with Gunplay, man. He gave me a dap, and I looked him in the eye and just gave him that humble, like, hey, man, from, street nigga, like, shit. Like, Miami niggas, we ain't the type to be like, hey, man, hey, take this picture, man. Hey, man, we ain't the type like that, man. We just be like, yo, all right, woo, much love. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I did it. But it meant the world to me. You know what I'm saying? Even though I ain't take no picture of it, it's cool. But I took a video of him like shooting pool and shit. It was just like I gotta at least get something and show I was here. I was a quick little 2-second paparazzi while he was shooting pool. But other than that, it was a special moment for me, man. Yeah.
It was a special moment for you. Another special moment for you was when you did a track way back with Busta Rhymes, and when you got to link back up in the studio, he played that track out of nowhere, and you didn't even realize it because that track never released between you and Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, I got a record with Busta Rhymes, man, and he played it. We did it a while back, but it sounded like we did it yesterday. It's crazy. Yo, Buzz, this is your boy. This is me, man. Put it out, man. Put it out, man. Come on, man. Let's put it out, man. But yeah, it's super dope. We was at Cool and Dre's studio, North Miami. He was in there vibing out, and I forgot what I came there to do, but I seen him the night before at the club, and he was like, yo, pull up. I'm at Cool and Dre's studio, and I pulled up, and we just kicked it for a couple hours and really just talk, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just like he was picking my brain, and I just, let him know what I got going on with Animal Shelter, let him hear the artist, and he was vibing out, man. And just to get his blessing and telling me like, yo, that shit is crazy, and just, you know how you make his ugly face, and that shit just got stuck on ugly the whole time. I was like, I know I got something then. You know what I'm saying? So no, shout out to Empire for letting me, bringing Animal Shelter to life, really. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gazi. Shout out to Olivia. You know what I mean? Shout out to Bobby. You know what I mean? They really shout out to Shreen Gomez. You know what I mean? They really making it happen over there at Empire for me, man. Absolutely.
They definitely are. Big things are on the way for you here, and you're.
Shout out to Louis Valentino and J-Mo for mixing and mastering my album. Them niggas gonna kill me. Got to.
What I want to know is when we're going to hear this Capone-N-Noreaga track, because I remember you guys recorded it years ago and you wanted to rewrite your verse.
Man, you is the feds, bro. What you got going on, boy? You like Nardwar.
I've gotten that a lot.
You like Nardwar, dog. Like, how you know this shit? But yeah, Capone-N-Noreaga, bro. CNN, they did a verse. They did a record for me, man. And at the time I did my verse, it was cool. But then when I heard them niggas verses, I was like, okay, let me go back in, but I'm about to do that. It's gonna be on this album now, right? That's probably gonna come out right now. I got a new album after this, all bullshit aside. The title is crazy. I'm not gonna say nothing until it happens, but just know Animal Shelter, we got the imprint deal with Empire. So now I got 9 artists, 10 from 10 different cities. You know what I'm saying? LA, New Orleans, Atlanta, Houston, New York, Jacksonville, Miami, like LA. Come on, like, you know what I mean? So, producers, artists, I got a new female artist out of Philly, like for Animal Shelter. I'm telling you this. It's about to be a situation.
Yeah. An artist I know that you were psyched to work with was Bobby Fishdale on Auntie Hold Up, because this was someone that you wanted to have on a track alongside Meek Mill and Jay-Z.
Oh yeah, you want to know why? Because he's the epitome of trap music. If you really listen to his music, he's not commercial trap. I got bricks in the coop. Nah, he's not that. That ain't Bobby Fishkill, homie. Bobby Fishkill gonna tell you how he put the pot on the float just to level out the crack. You feel me? When that bitch, that's like, you know, and like if you not no real trap nigga, if you not really still there, you really will not relate to him. You can't, because you won't know what the fuck he's talking about, because he's talking some real trap shit. So when I listened to Big Fish, and I was just like, yo, this nigga, like my partner put me up on it, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And just so happens I know his manager and shit like that, so I had to ask for the favor. I never asked nobody for favors, but I had to ask my homie. I say, listen, bro, and then I'm riding, I'm on the road, and I'm listening to this nigga shit. I put the, now I'm word for word, and this nigga whole album, leaving Houston, driving all the way to Miami, making a stop in Pensacola and all kind of shit, just playing this nigga shit. Like, yo, like you got the, am I the only one hearing this shit? So Bobby Fishkill, hands down, is top 5, one of my top 5, and I'll put that. And I don't care who don't like it and who want to. I don't give a fuck, because they won't relate. They can't relate. That means that they don't even know what the fuck. They ain't been where I've been. They don't know what I know. They ain't seen what I seen, because Fishkill got that. He got that. If you ain't been there, then trust me, you won't relate. There's no hard feelings. There's no hard feelings. But trust me, boy, he's talking. You know what I mean? And he got some trail niggas with him too. He got a solid team. Shout out to Lil Quiz. You know what I'm saying? So, man, they're Fishkill family, man. Yeah. Shout out to Fishkill family, man.
Shout out to Fishkill, one of the realest out here doing, especially.
Hell yeah.
He's doing his thing, especially on the track with you, and big things are coming his way. But in your transition, because when you were in New York, you were getting A's, and as far as when you were going to school, you were getting A's, and then all of a sudden you go down to Miami and you're getting the D's and F's, and you've cited it as because that in New York you're just in a closed building, and in Miami everything was out in the open. You could leave and get lunch.
Yeah, you could leave at lunch. You could go drive down the street, go get a pizza, come back. So if I could leave, I don't have to come back. Then who's gonna? Is somebody gonna spank me? What you gonna do to me? What the fuck? You gotta go to jail? Well, bitch, you gotta catch me then, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But you know, but I realized I just was hip early, because I'm like, you know, I'm just not the type that you can't box me in. You can't really like. Once I seen like what's going on, and this is not really life, you know what I mean? There's a different life outside of New York City in the crack era. You know what I mean? And I got to New York. I mean, I got to Miami in the 90s, and it's still rough. You know what I'm saying? Still hella rough, but it's like a different atmosphere, just like an oak tree. I seen a meme the other day. You put an oak tree in a little vase, that shit ain't gonna grow as big as if you put it in somewhere where it could flourish. So when I was here with so many options, opportunities, and things that we didn't have in New York at the time, even though it was a major city, it was just, you know, hip hop. As far as anybody in the city, it was welfare, it was crack, it wasn't no real opportunity. So my mom brought me down here, and you know what I mean? I still had that ambition. I was selling candy in elementary school. I was selling, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. So I always had that entrepreneur kind of mentality, and, you know, of course, getting into the streets and doing my thing or whatever. But, you know, taking it to the music, you know, I think that's why God, you know, let it happen that way for me to come down here, meet up with, you know, Rick Ross, and, you know, the rest is history. You know what I mean?
Yep, you were at Miramar. You were in 10th grade. You met Rick Ross when you were 15. He was 18, going by the name of Teflon Don, and that's how you guys met. Do you remember the first time that you guys met? Do you have that story?
Yeah. I was at a dude named Earl from down here. You know what I'm saying? He was, you know, heavy in the game, doing his thing and shit like that, and he basically like put me under his wing as far as like his first artist for his record label. And then he met Teflon Don, and he introduced us at a Sharp Shoulders studio, my homie Rod, and we was in the studio, and he walked in, he had the Cuban link. You know, this is back in 95, and he had the Cuban link, the double roll. I think it was the triple roll Cuban link with the plate, the gold plate with Will and diamonds on it, like, you know what I'm saying, like with the like with the big gold plate on it with Will on it, and then he had the Cuban link with the onyx, the gold onyx, I think lion head and the onyx pendant, the octagon onyx pendant that niggas used to have, you know what I'm saying, had that, couple pinky rings, had the Ram. He had just bought a Ram, the 95 Ram 1500. You know what I'm saying? He had dropped it with the sunburst orange fading into gray with the 17-inch Dayton's chrome with the TVs before niggas had TVs and VCRs, and there we was watching Faces of Death. It just was a vibe, you know what I'm saying? And I was doing my little hustling thing. So, you know, he seen I had my little paper. Like, I wasn't like him, but I was doing my little thing for 15, you know what I'm saying? I want no slouch on the couch, you feel me? But, you know, so, you know, we hooked up and we ended up just doing a lot of music together and just really vibing and, you know, having, you know, just dreaming big, you know what I'm saying? Dreaming big and you know, I just followed his lead. You know, at the time, my father, you know, since they divorced, my father's always been in my life, but as far as day-to-day, you know, father figure, you know what I mean? You know, all I had was, you know, the homies and shit like that. So he was kind of like the big homie to me where, you know, he'll, you know, put me up on game on, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And you know, I got the blueprint. So now I'm finna put it to work with ANML SHLTR, you know what I'm saying? On how to develop artists, how to deal with, you know, artists' attitudes and characters and how to bring the best out of them. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, you know? So I'm just taking notes and now applying it because I want him to, you know what I'm saying, see that, you know, I was a wild child, I was a wild nigga, but I don't want it to go in vain. You know what I'm saying? I was a liability for a while, not an asset. So, you know, I understand, but I had to take my own little time off to get myself together. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I'm going to pass the baton to, you know, my youngins and shit, my little homies and shit, and make sure that they get to see their dream come true too. You know what I mean?
Triple C's was formed. Because you were on with Rick Ross early on, you built Maybach Music with Rick Ross and saw that whole foundation get made. So what were the difficult hurdles that you guys were going through in putting this whole foundation together and getting people to see your vision?
It was mostly like, for me, it was mostly myself. I was my worst enemy. You know what I mean? I was just combative all the time, argumentative, high, drunk, just, you know, just enjoying shit. But, you know, at the same time, you know, just want my way and not really, you know, calming down and seeing that this is a real opportunity for you to set the rest of your life up. So I just had a good time and partying for the first leg, you know what I mean, until I caught a charge and really had to really buckle down and settle in, you know what I mean? But like, you know, we came from nothing, so we didn't have a blueprint to it. If we fucked up, we had to figure it out as we fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But that's what any major label, any major artist, anybody that really is focused on making it, you know, you're gonna not take your losses as a loss, you'll take it as a lesson. And over years, you know, our skin got so thick that there's no more losses. You know, it's only lessons and we learn from them, we still building. You know, it's just on a bigger scale now. But yeah.
Could we get some new music or even unreleased music from Triple C's?
I doubt that.
Yeah,
I doubt that. Yeah, I don't know. You got to, you know, I hope hopefully you can get Rick Ross on here one day and ask him. But you know, you never know. You never know, man. You never know. You know, my guy is he's in a good space right now. And if it makes dollars and it makes sense, I don't think he's gonna turn that down. But I just, you know, if I present a nice Triple C project to him, I doubt he's gonna turn it down. You know, it's just up to us. He gave us the opportunity. He's not gonna really hold everybody hand all the way to the, you know what I mean? Like, you take you to the well, drink, motherfucker. You don't want to, nigga, then all right. You know what I mean? But other than that, like I don't see him not doing another Triple C album if we bring it to him. I don't. No. That's the big homie right there. He just want to see us work. That's all.
Yeah. It's something that was strong in your relationship was when he called you one time. He said, Gunplay. He's telling you, are you going to be in there with the pimp game and doing that? Or are you going to come and be serious with this rap and stuff? Because he said that you could be working on your craft right now and making some money in music.
Yeah. That was early in my P career. You know what I'm saying? And it just got to the point where, like, anything I do, I'm going to be the best at it. I'm going to be real good at it. And I'm finna, I'm going to make noise on whatever I'm doing, music, streets, whatever the fuck I do, you finna know about it. So I was doing my thing with the women and shit like that. And I got a call, one night, and I guess this is when he was already focused, but he sees me falling to the wayside a little bit, and trying to pull my coat a little bit, like, hey man, what you want to do? You want to do this pimp shit, or you want to do this rap shit? What you want to do? You want to be a pimp or a rapper? What we doing? We don't spent a lot of years doing this shit. I don't know what you want, da da da. So, I'm stubborn. I'm hard headed. What you want me to do? I'm making paper, da da da. I want rap money. I want hoe money. I want dope money. I want all the money. I want my hand in every basket I can put them in. You feel me? That's just me. But when I didn't realize that when you focus and put everything in one basket, then you can, if you want, you know what I'm saying, go down the line and figure some other ventures out. But, he wasn't wrong. And, the time spent tripping, slipping, and busting my lip is cool, because now I'm on a track where you can't dangle anything shiny in front of me, and I leave. It's done. I've done it all. I went down the road you're not supposed to go to. I went down the road that they say, hey man, you're either gonna be dead or in jail, and I'm on the phone with you now. So I think I know what the fuck I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? So I got this from here. That's why the last song on the album is called Bible Off the Dash. I'm sorry, God, I got this from here though. I got you. Just watch my back, but I got this. I don't need you to hold my hand no more. I got this. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel now. That's why I even labeled the album All Bullshit Aside. I got this now. Don't worry about it. All bullshit aside, I'm not playing no more.
You got this. And Rick Ross has always been telling you, you need that hit record. You get those hit records eventually through the power of manifestation, because you started practicing manifestation. Now, what was it that you did some research on, or just heard through the wind that manifestation was a real thing and you started practicing it? Where did they come from? Because everything happened for you that you wanted as far as the hits go.
Yeah, because like when I was young, I was already manifesting shit that I didn't even know I was doing. So when I found, like, when I quote unquote got woke, I've been woke for a minute, but on social, political issues, but not as far as inner spiritual shit. You know what I'm saying? So once I figured it out, I even figured out how manifestations even happen through quantum physics and quantum mechanics and shit like that. So it gets even deeper than manifestations just itself. But once I figured that out, it can be a gift and a curse. You see what I'm saying? You can ask for something, but you really don't, you want it, but you don't need it. It's not going to benefit you. You might want it because your emotions say you want it, or, because my dick say I might want her. You know what I'm saying? But that bitch ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? She not bringing nothing to my life except for, extracting semen out of my motherfucking nuts. You know what I'm saying? But after that, once you see that, okay, that's all, you attracting what you want. You know what I'm saying? Once you attract what you need, then that's when you really, you're honing your skills. You really focusing your powers and putting it where, you know what I mean? And getting the life that you need, that you deserve, that you want, that's healthy for you. At the time, I wanted a life that was full of toxic shit. I wanted a toxic bitch to snort coke with me so we could fuck for 36 hours and just do it again and for 3 days and go here and do and this toxic shit and just and after a while you just like, you know what, all of that shit you sharing energies with motherfuckers that's not really finna help you push that wagon full of rocks up the hill, my nigga. They just sitting on top of that shit. I can't explain it, my nigga. It's just fucking life lessons, my nigga. You learn and you be like, man, fuck you. And then everybody, like, if they do show you some genuine love, you keep them people right here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, come on. You know what I'm saying? You treat them right. You know what I'm saying? I don't do shit that people done to me. You know, I don't reciprocate the fuck shit people did to me. I don't do that. I do the total opposite. That's why I be so humble and so nice and so smiling, because just as much as you see my smiles and my good energy, it's the exact opposite. If you fuck with me, it's the devil, it's Satan, I gotta have you. So let me just be at peace. Don't play with me. I'm not here to play with nobody. I'm here for square business. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody take nothing from me. Ain't nobody did nothing to me. So I'm kind of feeling like I'm on an even fucking, you know what I mean? I'm back at zero now. So now I'm building back up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you're doing that, and just hearing about your history, being on the debut for your solo career on Rick Ross's album Deeper Than Rap, and being on the song Gunplay, and eventually getting your deal with Def Jam in 2012, and just hearing about in an old interview getting out of that deal because they were pulling the music that you were planning to release at that time. And I is this a true thing? Because I remember I heard you say in an interview that you were not. Is it true that you knocked some pictures off the wall when going up to Def Jam to get out of the deal?
Nah, I ain't gonna say I knocked pictures off the wall. I just got a way of getting my point across. I just got my way, but it was cool. After a while, they realized, that let the man do his thing, man. He just wants to eat food and get paid for his music, and we're holding him up. It's an old situation. Like, they're still blowing dust off the fucking paperwork to look at it. Like, why are you even doing that? Just let me go about my business. So, going the independent route, you know what I mean? I just threw myself in the deep end of the pool. Fuck it. Let's see how this shit goes. And, Empire, they've been so cool this whole time on showing me how the independent distribution goes. Anything I'm with, they with, so I kind of like, I like that label. It's room for fuck ups. You know what I mean? It's room to fuck up a little bit because you're indie, but at the same time, they're with you. They got your back when you're ready to push forward with something else to, you know what I'm saying? That's shout out to Gazi, shout out to the whole team, Stream, Olivia, again, you know what I mean?
Cartoon and Cereal with Kendrick Lamar. This was a big track for you in 2012, and it was actually number 2 out of the top 50 tracks in 2012. How was it making that song with Kendrick?
That was dope. Yeah, I was on a run. I was in New York. I was at G the Crib, G to K, and we Top Dog had called them and put him on the phone with Kendrick, and Kendrick got on the phone with me, and he was like, yo, I fuck with your music, I fuck with your cadence, like the way you do it, I got a record called Cartoons and Cereal. I think you'll sound dope on. And I did that record like the same day I did Bible on the Dash. And it was just one of those days that, you want to run, you think this is over with. And the way he was spitting on that record, I knew I could release what I had inside for maybe this being the last time y'all will hear Gunplay. This is what I'm feeling. And this is what, so I just let my soul loose on the record, man, and just let it do what it do. Those 2 records I did the same day, back to back. And those are the literally the biggest highlights of my career. You know what I mean? Those 2 records. And I was at the worst place in my life. ever. You know what I mean? So that's just shows you what I could do with my back against the wall, against all odds. This is what you get. They say the pressure makes the diamonds out the coal and shit. That was the pressure right there, you know, and it ain't bust no pipe. You know what I'm saying? When BET Awards, fought 9 niggas, set it off, ain't have a scratch on my face, turned myself in 6 days later after that without a scratch on my face on my mug shot, beat the case 6 months later. Just nothing else for me to fucking prove. There's nothing else for me to tell you. There's nothing else for me to show you. Just listen to my music now. Everything that you're gonna hear is authentic. It's real. It's well documented. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm a soldier. I'm a hands-on soldier. Like I'm really, so for me to actually not pull back and play a Ross position and play a Rose position, a CEO position, you know what I'm saying? It's getting takes a little getting used to, but you know, as long as, you know, I was the janitor in the building and now I own the building, I know exactly what you are capable of doing and what your job is you need to do. And if you're not doing it right, I can do it for you because I did it before. You know what I'm saying? So that's the silver lining. That's the best thing that I could take out of self-sabotaging myself, signing fucked up deals just for the advance and just bullshit and publishing deals that, you know, that I signed that I was fucked up and all kind of shit. You know what I mean? But that was me. I'm the one who let it happen. I blame myself. I took myself out of the situation and I myself will push myself to the top to where I'm supposed to be, regardless of what or who the fuck is here or not here. You know what I mean?
And that's coming soon. Just hearing off the new album, all bullshit aside, if people are tuned into that, they know you're coming.
Yeah,
your time is now.
Yeah, a couple people been telling me like, man, it sounds well put together, like you took your time, and I'm glad that the fans like really be meticulous and watching and really intricate. They be, you know, they dissect your shit, and I like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't fool them. Can't just put out some half-ass shit and they just be like, all right, yeah, nah, they know, they'll tell me. And I got nothing but good feedback off of this, you know what I'm saying? We're about to get to promo real soon where I'll really let the world know it's there, you know what I mean? But for now, everything, all downloads and streams is organic and we're doing numbers and I love it, you know what I mean? I appreciate everybody that downloaded it, including you, brother. I know you did, because I know you ain't gonna lie to me.
No. You got that right, man. Great hip hop right there. Another track I want to cover with you here tonight is Ghetto Symphony with A$AP Rocky on the track with Gunplay. He even referenced you, gave you that cosign on that track.
Yeah. Shout out to that boy A$AP, man. You know what I'm saying? Him and A$AP Ferg, you know what I mean? I was on the run at the time, around that whole little time. And they reached out and he sent the record and I was like, oh, that's my vibe. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, he was like on the track with Gunplay. I was like, oh shit, boy, hold on. That's what, you know what I'm saying? You know, he always been like I say he's like a fashion, like he pushes the boundaries of fashion and music with hip hop. I love it. He's just the newest. If you really want to get hip, just see what A$AP Rocky doing. What is he wearing? You feel me?
He's definitely a fashion statement.
Reach out to me, like that was like, oh Lord, that's love, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to A$AP Ferg. Hey, tell Ferg I gotta do a record with him. Me and him got to do a record, man. I got a record for you. So Ferg, if anybody's listening, tap in, sir. I'll see you around. Nah, but I want to do one with Ferg. Man. You know what I'm saying? I want to tap into a certain genre, man. You know what I mean? I want to go crowd surfing and shit too, man. So you know,
and we know you can do that.
Crowd.
We know you can do that. You're a great entertainer on that stage, especially natural performer. That's
what I'm here for, man. Yep.
Chopsticks and banana clips with Mozzie.
Yep. Shout out to that boy Mozzie, man. Real nigga right there. Shout out to E Mozzie too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I rock with the homies, man. Got the album, we got headlock, dreadlocks and headshots. Go download that. You know what I mean? That's super dope collab joint we did. Yeah.
I've heard that the name Gunplay, there was one time that a label wanted you to change it and you just kind of gave them a look. And then there were some other times that when you were pulling up to colleges, that the colleges kind of had a problem with it and you lost out on some money. So that's when you came up with the alter ego Don Logan from the movie Sexy Beast that actually Rick Ross had and you watched together. It was basically a European robbery movie. Ben Kingsley was in it.
Yeah. Ben Kingsley and Don Logan took no shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's like me in a nutshell. That's the way I see things. That's the way I operate. I don't take no for an answer. I don't know what else to tell you. You know what I mean? So, Don Logan in the movie was like an alter ego that Gunplay that I really related to, and he was about his business. So the business side of that, I definitely related to because I do not play it in the streets about no business. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like that. So, you know what I mean? And that's my business side. Gunplay's my rapping side. Jupiter Jack is my do a line, hang off the chandelier side. You got Ratchet Morales, that nigga ain't bathed in 5 days, ain't shaved. You know what I'm saying? I got different, my girl deals with every single one of them. She knows how to deal with everyone. She knows how to, you know what I mean? What's that word? How to make me comfortable, how to cater to every one of my fucking egos and shit, alter egos and all of that. Shit.
Have you thought about releasing an album under some of your alter egos, including Don Logan? Because I'll give you a great example. Back in the day with Kool Keith, the Bronx's own, he did Black Elvis, Dr. Doom, Dr. Octagon, and even MF Doom because he was Zev Love X back in the day.
Damn, that's right. And I'm gonna do that. That's real. Cause I got did I do one? I think I did one called Jupiter. I don't know. I might have did one called Jupiter. I know I did one called Don Logan, I think. Did I? I don't know.
I'm not 100% sure.
Dog, but I'm gonna start doing that though. I'm gonna do that for mixtapes. She's trying to roll my weed and fucking up my shit. This girl, oh my God. Yeah, I told her, I said, don't try to roll unless I got a lot of weed. So I got a lot of weed now she's trying to roll. Look at this one. All right, go ahead. Do your thing.
I remember when
shit yet. Still sitting there fucking up papers.
You were in Love and Hip Hop Miami. We talked about the movie side and Sexy Beast and getting your name from that. Have you thought about pursuing anything further as far as film goes? Because you got that personality.
Yeah, I'm going for my SAG card summertime. So I can start getting those hours logged in and just start the journey. I know it's a process. I'm not in a rush. I know it's a journey, not a destination, but I enjoy the art of acting. I enjoy leaving myself, entering another soul, another body, another character. And you know what I'm saying? It's deeper than just an art form. It's like, it's real for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like once you tap into yourself, if you totally tapped in yourself, you could totally tap out of yourself. Go over here, come back, tap back in. And I want to do that. And because I watch movies, sometimes I forget how the movie's going because I'm watching how they tapping out of themselves. Like, oh shit, you just tapped. I just watched 2 movies ago. You was just another motherfucker. Now you another motherfucker speaking a whole nother motherfucking language with a whole nother fucking accent. Looking a whole nother fucking way. We're like, what the? And you the same motherfucker? Like, that shit is like, I'm real like, that's real intriguing to me, man. So I'm really gonna dabble in that. Not dabble, I'm going to do it because you can be up in age and still be able to get those roles and those hit roles. You know what I mean? And the age is not really a number with that. And it's one of the oldest, you know what I mean, entertainment shits, acting and stage drama and you know what I mean? So I'm an entertainer. That's what I do. So that's my next entertainment venture. Absolutely.
What would you say is the typical role? What would suit you as a role in film?
You know, the wild nigga, man, digging a shallow dish for somebody, slapping a bitch across the face, slapping, you know, bang, bang, you know what I'm saying, car chases, shootouts, you know, for now. But definitely I'll be able, I'm gonna wanna go into more, you know, deeper depth with my character and shit like that. The more I go, and I'm gonna try and see how. And see, oh my God, look at this shit. Look what she wrote me. Look at this. Look at this. Are you seeing this shit?
Oh, yeah, I'm seeing it.
Look at this. Who the is? Bless you, baby. Bless you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you with all my heart. My corazon.
Dublin, Ireland.
See how it smokes.
You were out in Dublin, Ireland, backstage with Jay-Z and Beyoncé at the concert.
Yeah, that was they didn't even tell me. We went on the international tour, right? They was like, okay, we're going on the international tour. I was like, I bet. They don't tell me, nigga, we going with goats. I was like, so we get backstage. It was in Ireland. It looked like a baseball stadium, like, babe, I can't even do it. It's you gonna go? Nah, it's over. It looked like it was bricks. It was like a fucking baseball stadium, whatever. So we go in there. I'm, you know, saying vibing. We go backstage. Boom, boom, boom. Get a knock at the door. Big old white dude. I'm like, why he look so familiar? That's, you know, Jay-Z's security. That was, I don't know if is he still sitting? You know, the big white dude look like, I see him, I'm like, he look familiar. Ain't think nothing of it. He opens the door, looks in the room, doesn't really say nothing, just nods his head, and then here comes Jay-Z walking through the door. I'm like, bruh, for real, bruh? Like, what? And he's like, daps niggas up. They bring him his food. They bring him his food and shit, cook food on a plate. So he's sitting there eating. Ross tell me, yo, go spit for him. Torch, shout out to Torch. He spit for him. I spit for him. I was like, it sounds hungry, man. It sounds like I'm real hungry, man. I was like, what's going on here? So we fucking, I'm thinking he just came to show love or something. So we go do our set. Shit packed. Raft, I'm talking about shit just crazy. I'm like, yo, this is life for real? What the fuck? I'm like, yeah. We get off stage, nobody's leaving. Why we're not leaving? We usually be real militant. We get off the stage and we to the car and we're gone. Boom. Why are we still here? We vibing backstage. Next thing you know, you know that bitch. Nigga, the rock sign goes up every what the fuck? This nigga Jay comes out on stage, bro. I'm backstage, like just standing there, like on the side of the stage. I'm watching this shit. Ross like, yo, don't turn around. But Beyonce behind us, don't even look. You know me. She got her arms crossed with no security like this, and she goes, I'm like, bruh. What the fuck did you just put me into, boy? But nah, we was on tour for about I think 20, 21 dates, something like that. It was a nice. So every night I got to watch how the crowd reacts, how he just the greatness, you know what I'm saying, of the music that he put out over the years and the hits, and why he did these records for these certain events. How it sounds and how it looks in the stadium, like why he did that song like that just for these stadium shows, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's thinking bigger than the block. It was just, I soaked up so much. We had after parties. We was hanging out. It was a thing. Like every night, it was a thing. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't too groupified, but I was there. I was there, my nigga, and I just, you know, it was. I'll never forget it. You know what I mean? And just that alone is like, y'all niggas, niggas that never, you know, a lot of niggas that never see that, that never experience that. So there's a lot of experiences that came with building this brand called Maybach Music. You know what I'm saying? That I can never, you can't replace, you can't overlook, you know what I'm saying? So like when it kind of MMG and people be like, yo, is you still signing? Fuck, sign what, nigga? This shit is in my veins, homie. Ain't no signing shit here, nigga. It's my veins. It's my blood, my heart pump this shit. But it's time for me to really put the blueprint into play with my partners. You know what I'm saying? With my homies. And you know, I want them to experience the same experience. I want them to, you know, bring them around the Ross or around the Jay-Z or so they could understand, like, yo, this shit, if you work hard enough, my nigga, you good. You all the nigga asks you is total dedication to yourself. Not the streets, not these bitches, not the this, not the that. To yourself, to your craft. You do that, it's automatic. It's just like you throw this in the air, it has to come down. It's gravity, it's laws. If you work, you will, you know, if you reap, you're gonna sow. Like, it happens like that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta trust the process. You don't worry about, you don't worry about who's putting you on and who's not doing this for you and who's not doing that for you. If anybody does anything, they don't owe you shit. Nobody owes nobody for real. If niggas see you doing real good and niggas see you at least showing effort because a nigga put in his 10 years before a nigga got on. And if I see you putting in your 10 years though, who you know what I'm saying? And you're talented, of course I'm gonna put you in position. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how this shit go. I know how this shit go. All the nigga need is an opportunity. Now, if a nigga take you to the well and you sit there and look at the water and talking about what color the water is, and oh, I see a leaf in the water, and you complaining about the heat around the water and the well got bricks missing. All right, then get the fuck, man. Nigga, go. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You wanna ruin your opportunity, my nigga. You wanna look a gift horse in the mouth. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? But and I'm not gonna lie, I felt victim to that emotion. To feeling like I was entitled to something at a certain point. But then, you know, of course I fucking had to, you know, reality hit like, boy, just sit your stupid ass down. You just high right now. You know what I mean? But that's just a natural emotion from a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I put in a lot of work and think he owed something. Nah, nigga, you put in a lot of work to put in more work so then now you can do for yourself. Don't worry about what no next nigga doing and shit like that. I ain't never been like that type. And if I call Rose for some money, it's an emergency and it's never a problem. It's never a problem and it's only an emergency. You know what I'm saying? Only an emergency. And it ain't even no motherfucking real emergency. It's about some business probably. You know what I'm saying? Some real business moves that I'm trying to do and da-da-da-da. And he, you know what I'm saying? But I know, oh boy, they done told my car, they done have them locked up. Nah, no shit like that. It's some business ventures. Where I need 110,000. I need stuff. And it's a business shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga doing. You know what I'm saying? So, but if a nigga in that position, a nigga, you know, to give me the opportunity to do that, dog, I'm finna run with it. That's why I just been trying to like build my own shit, but not sabotage myself at the same time. Not burn bridges at the same time. Not being in you know what I mean? Due to the politics of this shit and be tripping. Man, fuck that shit, politic ass shit, dog. I could rap. I could find talent. I got an ear. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm okay. Like I'm just go get it. You know what I mean? That's what I've been doing.
Yep, that's what you've been doing.
After the self-rehabilitation, though. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a journey, and it's still one, but you know.
Speaking of some other things that you've been doing and have planned on the way, I'm looking forward to this podcast that you have coming out, and it's going to be you fishing and hunting.
Yeah, so
you're going to be taking over with that.
Yeah, because, you know, a lot of people like to see me boar hunting, fishing, and doing wildlife shit, because I'm like the only artist that really do that and that really have a background of doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been fishing and doing that shit since I was 5, 6 years old. New York City, Montauk, Sheepshead Bay, Crabtree, all that shit. Like, Bronx Queen, I used to go on there, Bronx Queen, till it sunk. You know what I mean? So if anybody know about fishing, they know that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I used to go for fluke, flounders, porgies, bluefish up top, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, down here, you know, I'll still fish, sailfish, grouper, snapper, kingfish, mahi. Like, I go in, you know what I mean? And I go boar hunting, stab them in the rib, big Bowie knife, you feel me? Yeah, but I'm about to put that back on my shit, because I see people like to see that. And, you know, some people be in the projects and they never see nothing else but other niggas rapping in the projects, and when they realize, like, oh shit, there's like land out there and hogs, and this nigga's going out there. Let me Google it. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit! Oh, I thought my phone about that. So they might say, "Let me Google it. I got a couple dollars. Let me go out here," and they might have a passion for fucking for something else that has nothing to do with hood shit. You feel me? They might find a passion for fucking, I don't know, boar hunting, fishing, or competition fishing. You never know what the fuck, man, you can spark people with. You know what I'm saying? Spark any young person mind with. All of this is a spark. You know, I'm doing shit that's different, and I enjoy doing it. And I have a ball, and I like to, you know what I mean, talk shit, and, you know what I mean, just be myself doing it.
It's Don Logan, the Instagram page. Your original Instagram page got removed and deactivated.
Yeah, man. What's up, man? IG, man. They tripping, man. I had 347,000 followers, and then they tried me like that, man. It took a long time to, you know, build, and those organic. But my new one is Gunplay 2.0.
That's right.
Gunplay 2.0, man. But hopefully I'll get my old one back. But for now, it's Gunplay 2.0. I'm only putting music up on there right now because they pissing me off, and I'm just gonna put music up on there. That's all you're gonna see on there. You're not gonna see. I'm not doing no lifestyle shit. You're gonna go on my YouTube page for my lifestyle shit with me and my girl, boar hunting and all of that. I'm gonna put on my YouTube page because Instagram tripping right now.
Have you gave some advice, just taking everything that you've been through in your experiences being with Def Jam and Rick Ross with Maybach Music, now being independent? Have you told your artists, especially now with Instagram getting deleted, in case, God forbid, that their Instagram accounts get deleted, that now it's more important to use the old method and getting your music out there by word of mouth?
Yeah, it's very important because, number one, those are organic fans, organic sales, organic downloads that'll stand the test of time, you know, and it counts as traction for bigger deals with labels and shit like that. And Animal Shelter is really a partnership with artists that has their own label that want to get in, you know what I'm saying? So that's what Animal Shelter is really about. It's mostly a partnership with, you know, all the artists has their own situations too. They got their own artists, their own labels and shit like that, but they're coming here because this is the Animal Shelter where everybody finds, you know what I'm saying, a label situation, a happy home, just like a dog or a cat. You know what I'm saying? And as long as I can facilitate the resources for you to do that, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the type to, oh, I did that, so I did that, out of that. You already know what it is. Animal Shelter, you don't see the commercials. Oh, we done got 777,543 dogs into a happy home. Yeah, nah, you just know that they're there and this is what they do. You know what I'm saying? So you come to Animal Shelter, you have, the only thing, you have to have a story. You got to have a story. You really got to be out here. You really have to be an animal that was out here that's just looking for shelter for real. You can't be just, well, I rap real good. I don't care how good you rap. I don't give a fuck how melodic you are. I don't give a fuck how much jury you got, how much money you got. That shit means nothing to me at all. Every single artist on my label got a real story, made the news. I'm talking about shot in the face, nigga, sons, nigga, real live stories where I could gracefully bow out, drop the mic, hand it off, and let him take over. And you hear his story and like, God damn, Gunplay, I thought your shit was this nigga shit is, and he rapping still, and he's still here, and he's given an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? That's with every artist on my label, dog. They all have been through the fucking dirt, through the mud, and ain't even supposed to be alive or out of jail. And that's everybody. And if you don't have that, you could go to somewhere else. Now, we're not breeding stars here. If you're a star, that's cool, but we're not here to crank out stars. We're here to save lives.
That's
period. Period. So I'm not into, that's cool. I'm gonna make my paper regardless, but we here to save lives, man. Give a nigga an opportunity, dog. If you're not a star, that's cool. You want to rap and this is what you do, that's cool. Come over here. We're going to put some music together. We're going to get you some traction and hopefully a label will pick you up later. That's cool. I'm fucking with you. That's it. But you got to have, this is your last, you have to be dedicated because you have to be like, yo, I done been in the street so long. I done been in and out of jail. I done been shot so many fucking times. This is all I got left, dog. And this is all I want to do. You have to be at that point in order to be here because I'm at that point. I've been at that point and I'm going to stay at that point. I've been through the fucking, and this is what I do. So if you have the same, you know what I'm saying? I already did that. The album, I brought them everybody down. We had 3 days, 30 hours, 10 hours a day, all day, every day, 3 days. We knocked out a whole album. Not one nigga had a mean mug on their face. Not one nigga loud talk. Not one nigga shoulder bumped the nigga. It was an all real nigga revival, my nigga. And I've been handpicking my partner's characteristics for 8 years, knowing, okay, if I put him in the room with him, I know them niggas gonna kill each other the way he is and the way he is. No, can't do that. Gotta make it right. All right, cool. I see your character. I see cool. Your temperament. You all right. You got a level head. This and that. You got a story. Okay, cool. So it took years to put all this shit together. When I finally put them in the room together, dog, it was exactly what I was fucking planning. It wasn't nobody raising up. It wasn't no beef. It wasn't no nothing. It was just like, yo, let's get this shit done. This shit sound dope. Like everybody just couldn't even believe what was really happening. It was kind of giving me credit, like, yo, like you really doing some shit that's bigger than what you think it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm knowing it has to be. It's my legacy. It's what I'm gonna leave here when I leave. It's not gonna be the guy that was high in Colombia snorting cocaine. It wasn't the guy that pistol whip a nigga on. It's on camera. It wasn't the guy that was it's the nigga that gave niggas the opportunity just like himself. And they took that and ran with it. You know what I'm saying? And they were successful in their own right, and they did their own and put them niggas on and shit like that. Just passing the baton. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what you're doing. And you also have a love of video games. And I did my research on that. Have you thought about reaching out to any video game companies and creating your own video game, or even having a talk with Ross and starting a double MG Maybach music video game?
I mean, I would love to get a character be a character in Call of Duty or the new boxing games that they got coming out, or I'm an avid gamer since I was young, but I would love to get into that. You know what I'm saying? Call GTA. You know what I'm saying? Maybe have a character. But that's should be something to think about. You know what I'm saying? It's something to think about. Let's get this music off the ground first. Let's get this traction going, and then we make enough noise, they might come knocking at our door. You know what I'm saying? Instead of me knocking at theirs. You never know.
Yeah. Were you there because you helped build Maybach? Were you there when they got the famous tagline Maybach music, when that tagline was picked out for the sound on every track that you would hear?
No, I wasn't there in the studio, but they had I think there was I forgot where they went, London or something like that. But no, I wasn't there for the action. But when they did it, everybody was telling me about it. They were like, what? And I was like, that's dope. But yeah, that's classic. That's classic.
And you got that's everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. The Self-Made Volume 2 tapes, everything, the Ross albums, everything.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? He put his dream and a plan to see his dream all the way through. He put it in action. You know what I mean? He put it, he applied himself. He did what he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? And I watched it, and you know, I was a part of that. You can't take that away from me. You know what I'm saying? And but I'm my own nigga too. You know what I'm saying? So I made my own poor decisions along the way. He might have made some too. You know what I'm saying? But when that's your brother, and when you come from nothing, and it's a certain respect that we both got for each other, that, you know what I mean, that it don't matter. It's deeper than rap. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to see him, you know what I'm saying, see me do my thing and really apply myself, you know, because I know what I was doing, you know, I know that shit was hurting, dog. You know what I'm saying? You know, the coke, the this, the drinking, the da 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 da. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. Not a good look. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad I'm alive and free to even say that. But the things that I was doing was a real liability shit that anybody that is dedicated their lives to, and see that the person that's your brother is jeopardizing that, you know, what do? You know what I'm saying? Unconditionally, he still had me on albums and still brought me on tour, and I still was not even peeping or being grateful at one point, you know what I'm saying? And I just felt like stopping. I just felt like I didn't want to do this shit no more. Like I felt like everybody was against me, but it was really me against me. You know what I'm saying? And hindsight is always 20/20. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I shook back. You know what I'm saying? I shook back from everything that I sabotaged myself with, or the poor decisions I made, and the people that I had around me at the time that was, you know, basically, there was a lot of people was just taking money from me. It wasn't no, you know, if they didn't bring it to the table, they wouldn't eat, so they wouldn't bring it. So if it didn't benefit them, they wouldn't bring it to the table, such as like my publishing, such as like my royalties. They know they wasn't getting a percentage of that, so they would just not even bring it up. So I never got royalty checks. I've never got publishing checks. Never got nothing. Everything I got was from streets. You see what I'm saying? Everything I ever got was from streets. I've never received no music money, bro, except for advances. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it always, you know, like, you feel me? So it's like the financial illiteracy, the royalty publishing illiteracy that I had doing it because of people that I brought on my team, that if they not getting a percentage of it, why would they even go get it for you? The only thing they want is your advances, because they get a piece of the advance for making it happen, or the lawyer getting a piece of the percentage for doing the paperwork. And next thing you know, you get your advance, and a fat ass chunk out of your advance is going to these motherfuckers that really ain't did shit. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, my nigga, but I'll never do nobody like the way they did me. I'm not gonna reciprocate that hate. Not hate, but that ill business. I would never reciprocate that to my people. So my people is off rip gonna get what they supposed to get on their masters. But at the same time, that era wasn't this era. Owning masters then was like, I wish you would. We won't fuck with you no more if you want to own your own masters and get your own money. We'll blackball you and all because you think you grew a brain. All right. But now it's normal. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really say that, you know, anybody did, you know, the opportunities weren't the same as they are now. You know, rest in peace to K Slay. You know what I mean? Me and Ross drove up to New York in wintertime, my nigga, dead winter, bro, in the middle of the night. Like, met up with him at 2:30 in the morning. When he came down from this radio station, from upstairs, came down, waited for us on the corner, my nigga. Jumped out the car, my nigga, dog. Got a flat right after or right before and gave him a CD, a mixtape. A Rick Ross Future of the South mixtape, and drove back that same night. Got right back on the I-95, headed south. You see what I'm saying? And it's like that type of grind, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do, dog. That's what made this shit. That's what these young artists that fail to realize. Like, you gonna have to eat shit and swallow spit sometimes. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be clean, but being loyal and being down and just being dedicated and unconditionally going for this shit and having the passion for this shit, being obsessed with this shit to be the best at this shit, bro. You know what I mean?
Dedicated. And rest in peace to DJ K Slay. And it's amazing just how you're opening up here and your honesty and just everything about the stories that you're sharing here. The world would definitely be a better place with people like you and sharing their honesty. And what are you manifesting next for yourself here? Because you have a lot on the way. ANML SHLTR, your artist, your label, being independent. What are you manifesting next?
Family. I'm gonna get married. I'm gonna have some kids.
Congrats.
Yeah, I'm going, you know, I'm just, you know, I'm ready to settle down now. I'm ready to, I partied my whole life. I had a fucking ball. I had a ball. I don't regret shit. I don't regret nothing. I just did it backwards. Everybody was like, yo, they did the hard work first and then played later. No, I played first. I had a fucking ball. I'll do it again. I don't give a fuck. I did it my way. And now that I know everything, you can't really tell me shit. You literally cannot, because I can bring up a scenario that I went through myself and tell you exactly what's gonna happen before it even happens, bro. Like there's nothing except short of losing, you know, somebody like your mom or your dad or your son or something like that. Other than that, I can relate to every single fucking emotion, every loss, every win people got. Right? Every pothole that's coming, every comfortable zone you think you think you in right now, and I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen next. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to, you know, I tell all my homies that I sit there sometimes and preach to their ass, and they know I ain't talking shit. You know what I'm saying? They know I ain't talking shit because I mean this shit, bro. And you know what I mean? I live this shit, bro. And I lived 4 lives already as fast as a nigga was living. You know what I'm saying? So, and to still be here, bro, like there's definitely something special that God got for me, or something special that he got for somebody else that I'm supposed to bless. I don't know. But however it goes, I'm enjoying the process. I'll tell you that. And I'm still having a ball every fucking day. Because we learn every day.
And that's what matters. And that's what counts. You know that, man. Gunplay, you got anything else you want to let the audience know, your fans know, listeners know that we didn't cover here tonight? You got All Bullshit Aside available on all platforms, upcoming album, podcast on the way, so much that you're working on. Anything else that we didn't cover here tonight?
I'm about to be international, man. I get my passport back and all of that, so I'm about to get some international dates. But All Bullshit Aside album is out right now, man. I appreciate y'all download it. There's not a skippable joint on there. I'm gonna let y'all know now because I ain't want that. I remixed and mastered the rap album 3 times. You know what I mean? I put a lot into this album as far as giving the fans what they want and getting shit off my chest at the same time. And letting the people know that, like, all the inconsistency that I had, you know, with my career before this, it was due to me, you know, the life, my nigga. You know, now I'm focused. Now you're going to get consistent music, and the trap is wide open, and there's firework in him. You know what I'm saying?
You got that right. Gunplay, thanks again for coming on the show. Shout out to Shreen for setting us up and making sure everything went through.
Sir.
You're always welcome. You're always welcome on the show.
Brother.
Anytime that you need any promo.
Thank you. I'll see you again on the next album, man. Pretty soon.
That's a fact, man. I appreciate that. I'd love to have you back on. Thank you for all that you do for hip hop. You're a legend, living legend.
Thank you, brother.
Rolling all the classic tracks we can go back to from your career, man. And you got more on the way here. Keep going, and everyone's proud of you. Your fans are proud of you, and you're a true inspiration.
Thank you. I do it for y'all, man. I do it for y'all at this point, man. Thank you.
That's a fact, man.
All right, brother.
Gunplay, take care. Enjoy the rest of your night. Stay safe.
Salute, brother.
Salute, man. Peace out.